Welcome to Senza Tempo Cane Corso's Cooking with Rachel. Just joking. So, today I'm going to do the puppy's first raw feeding. Chicken. This is where we're starting off. Importance here is to make sure that we cut up all the bone so that it's all very manageable pieces. Because sometimes puppies get a little hungry and they'll just like chunk down huge pieces. And while I've never seen it have a bad effect, I have seen them throw them up. So keep that in mind. So we're gonna just kind of go down. I got some dogs that know the sound of that. I want to say, in other news, we saw Blair, my cat, today. As I was driving down my driveway, actually down my road, I saw a cat, my cat, scurry across. There's no missing her. She's a Savannah cat. So like she has a very distinct coat color and look and all, and even movement.
She's not a big cat, but like most Savannah cats.
She's not big. So I went out and I called for her, but she wasn't ready to come in yet.
We didn't see her after that. I mean, you know, she's probably surprising. She's still like, I hate to say this, but it's surprising she's still alive. You know, like,
yeah, she's a very small cat, very light cat. But
she looked fed too. I mean,
there was somebody that had mentioned like, oh, it's sad you don't put in as much effort into finding your cat as you do in your dogs. And it's like, really, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, go out there like with sonar equipment or something, like finding her, like.
It's way easier to get dogs than
You're
cats.
not going to find a cat if it doesn't want you to find it.
Especially a Savannah cat.
You're not going to catch that cat. Like, especially my cat.
Oh, she is.
You're not catching her. Like, you go outside and she's not ready to come in yet. No, you're not getting her. You're just going to scare her. And I'm not trying to scare her off.
Best of luck is just get some sardines. Put that outside your house.
Tonight or some sardines. But other than that, that's all you can do. And so for the person that said that, I did a ban on that because that's just like, you know, that's incredibly heartless, you know, like to sit there and do this whole, I would do this, like to use it as to use my, you know, loss of my cat as an opportunity to like make yourself seem better than me. It's like, okay, thanks a lot, bro. With everything I got going on, you want to sit there and judge me for not being out there, you know, with a searchlight and a can of tuna screaming
We did
her
it
name.
before, because it's not, I mean, unfortunately she had gotten out with the last house.
Yeah,
but we got her.
She wants to be out, you know, she wants to be out.
It's like an instinct in her to want to be outside.
She doesn't want to be in, so,
yeah.
Like, things have to get bad enough for her to
want to come in. Which is probably why she's near the house right now, because it's been raining all week.
Yeah, it's been bad, yeah.
And it's cold.
Cold, freezing cold.
And she's not got she doesn't have a super thick fur or anything like that. She's got a Savannah cat fur.
So yeah, hopefully she gets tired of running about and brings her butt back in.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's one of those double-edged swords, right? Because like, people will judge you for keeping your cat locked in your room, but keeping them locked in the room is like a barrier between them and the outside, because in order to get outside, they have to have access to doors that go outside. So when I had roommates, would keep her in my room because I did, like, one of my roommates let her out twice. Actually, I had two different roommates let her out.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, she's a very pricey cat, so like replacing her is really not an option for most people, at least most roommates. So I just never I felt like it was wrong of me to put that on them by letting her out when she would clearly try to get out. You know what I mean? It's like messed up when you live with a cat that wants to get out.
Especially when you open the door.
It's not your cat. So I kept her in my room, and then I got judgment for that. So when we moved here, me just, you know, I'm no better than anybody else. You know, sometimes I'm susceptible to public pressure. So I thought, okay, well, you know, can you give me here we go. I thought, well, you know, now that I'm
where'd you get some?
Got some blood on my face. I told you it's a messy thing. You gotta be able to laugh it off. So anyway, but That was very gross. Very gross. The things we do for love.
And dogs.
For dogs. Oh, all right.
You guys say we don't love these dogs.
When I was growing up, my dad did this. We used to go deer hunting, or they would go deer hunting, and they would process it. I would come home, and there would be like deer in the front lawn, hanging in the yard. And I would watch my dad process them or whatever, because I found it interesting.
She was a weird kid.
I was weird. I was the only one. Which he thought was cool though. But I don't know. I saw it as food, just like that's how we were taught. And I was taught, how to respect the animal. And, like one time my brother made what they call a gut shot. So my dad spent the whole time griping about why you don't do that. And all the meat that it ruins and all the smell and whatever. So anyway, it was funny. But it was a bonding thing for us, for me and my dad. It was a time where he and I could be together and nobody else really cared, and I was able to learn about stuff, and you learn about anatomy and things like that. So, and you learn to take your food more seriously because you know that it actually comes from a living being. You know what I mean? It's not something that you just eat half of and then throw away because you're just full or whatever. Like, you're more, attentive to being respectful of your food. So, but anyway, it reminds me of that.
Well, that looks way
doing
easier.
this, it reminds me of that. Because we would turn it into like, some of it would be ground up, and some of it we'd do like deer fingers,
And even before we would, I know that Bobby would kill a turkey, right? Or your dad would kill a turkey.
Yeah.
And we would eat that for Thanksgiving, whenever they had that. Thanks. That's pretty cool.
But they're totally against to, like, I hate to say it, anybody who's for it, but any kind of trophy hunting. Like my dad, so I might give you a good story about how our family is. My dad, when he was young, he killed shot a bluebird. And my grandpa made him clean it, completely process it, get all the feathers out, everything, and cook it and eat it.
Whoa. Teach
him a lesson. So.
I doubt that tasted good.
You'd have to ask him. He likes telling that story. So, yep. I'm pretty passionate about it. I would rather not, like, if there was a way that I could avoid ever having to take an animal's life, that would be awesome. But if I ever had to, I know that I would. So, but, it's one of those things where I think that some people are better for it than others. So, I don't mind after this, but the whole taking of the life, not my thing. But if I had to, I would. Because I'm not going to live off vegetables. Straight up.
We're not like that.
Yeah, I would not do it. I would not. Anybody who does, that's fine, whatever. Do what you want to do. But that's not my...
We already don't have gluten.
Yeah, I'm already celiac. I can't eat
both of us.
Wheat,
it's weird.
Barley or rye, which is also why I don't drink. I mean, they've got gluten-free alcohol now,
she just doesn't drink in general.
But the truth is it's like, I think I have like almost like I don't know what you would call it, but like some type of like
allergy,
like memory to the feeling of being intoxicated on some type of alcohol with all the times that I drank it and got really, really sick. And so I just can't really enjoy it.
Like whenever you drink it, do you get like that memory back to whenever you're...
It's not necessarily a memory. No. I don't think it's something that's conscious.
A feeling?
I think that there are sometimes that the body can like create habits. Like you get into habits, and whether or not they make sense or not, or whether or not they're right or wrong, you just have those habits. I think that my body has a habit of getting very nauseous and having a headache and all that stuff anytime I ingest alcohol. So, yeah. Kashmir, over here. What's this?
We have a minimum of 10 minutes per video, so I had to.
I don't know why either. My other camera, I had figured out how it wouldn't do that, but this one, no matter what setting I put it on, it might be because I don't have external storage on this one. I left it in my daughter's phone because I gave her my old phone whenever I upgraded for the video.
What's that? Oh. Yeah.
So anyway.
Just so I can call her and tell her what's up.
Yeah, I was able to figure out how to lock it down. They have the app now where you can like monitor your kids and see what they're up to and lock them out of stuff relatively inexpensively.
Does it cost something?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It cost me $40 a year.
Whew, I didn't even know that.
So, but yeah, I originally wouldn't let her have a phone for the longest time because I just don't, like, the way I see it is that social media is hard enough for most adults to be able to handle. There's no way I'm putting that kind of pressure on my kid, you know? With everything going on out there in the world, I'm just not going to do it. So, I don't think it's good for her mental health or really anyone's, but specifically a kid.
Backlash of, what do you call it? Blood.
Yeah, we always have to, like, completely sanitize everything after this, but what are you going to do, you know? Yeah. There's really nothing you can do.
If there's a better way to do this, we would, but I think it's pretty good now. Although with the bigger dogs, we don't have to cut it up like this. We just feed it to them right then and there.
Yeah, you just feed it to them and they...
I don't feed them the best way. I'll just get a piece of chicken out of the bag and toss it over to them. And they catch it and eat it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not bad as long as they don't have, like some dogs, like Velocity is fucking crazy. So she will literally...
jump up at you.
She'll just scarf it down as fast as possible. She'll just try to swallow the whole thing whole. She does oftentimes. And that should go to show you anyone that's like, they choke on it. And it's like, yeah, well, somebody needs to tell Velocity that because she didn't get the memo. So.
I don't know how she, like, processes that. She's a whole piece of chicken, like a whole chicken leg or thigh. A few days ago, we got a piece of chicken in the bag that had a foot to it.
I know, that was so nasty.
I wish we would have gotten that on video on how Kashmir ate it.
It had a foot of the whole foot.
Like a whole leg, from the foot all the way up to like one of those.
Where are the bowls actually? I'll grab them. Okay. So what we want to do. All right. What I'm going to do tonight is, I'm going to take the. So there's two schools of thought on the ears. One school of thought is that you should keep them bandaged, and the other school of thought is to let them air dry out. And I, after having done this a lot of times, I actually think that letting them dry out is the better of the two. I don't really like the bandages thing. The guy that I go to, he does a lot of like Dobermans and stuff, and their ears really have to stay very tall and very supple so that they can be very long.
Ready to dry, right?
Yeah, and if you let them dry out, the ears kind of shrink a little bit, which actually I prefer. I prefer a shorter crop. So anyway, I'm gonna do that, and
then we're gonna go.
There's always the first day or two where because they're already doing it. Just anyone, if you know that, if you've ever had any type of injury, as it begins to heal, it itches. And oh god, that's gross. And
well, yeah, your shirt has got some on it too.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Do I look like Dexter?
You just need a little more like blood, like instead of
chopping up bodies.
So this is chicken.
Right.
We promise it's just chicken.
There are some people that probably would say there's no difference. They would probably just as be horrified if I was chopping up a person here versus this chicken. There are people that actually think that.
Look how much chicken that is. That's all going to that puppy. There's puppies in there. Do you want me to take out Napoleon?
In my opinion, that is the result of a lack of predation on our species.
I was even talking about it yesterday, where like,
I just don't see how that would last in a, like it just, as far as I know, they haven't actually. They've looked and there have been no long-term primitive.
no offense to all you vegans or anything like that.
No, if you do it for health reasons or whatever, I don't care. Okay, here we go. Enough about that. So, we've got meat here.
That's
for puppies. That's what this is about. Meat for puppies. Meat for
Yeah, I'll
puppies.
show you all the puppies over here. They're all sleeping. Hey, puppies. You hungry?
Wait, no. Women, you always do that.
Some of them are sleeping in their box again. Oh, and they're running. Usually they wake up even when they hear the sound of the pan.
There's a little bit of leftover kibble in there. We'll leave that. So I think the way I want to do this, to be perfectly honest with you, is,
You want to take out Napoleon?
yes, we definitely need to take him out because he's too big.
Okay.
He will outcompete those puppies.
Oh, and he'll gobble it all up. Like a little goblin. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Nope, doesn't come out.
No.
She's not actually dying, everyone. It's just something we say when we're tired or in any kind of...
Because we're dramatic.
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Alright. I feel like this still isn't enough.
I feel like it is.
Well,
They don't need to eat a ton. I mean, they've already eaten a couple.
you don't know. We need one more thingy though. It isn't enough. Move.
Huh?
I'm gonna get some more. Chill out.
Oh, she's gonna get more.
Chill out.
Look how gross that is.
That's not nasty. It's natural.
No, that's very
It's
gross.
natural.
Look, I have hollow on my
I
nails.
can't open it.
It's not focusing.
Alright, I gotta switch gloves because I can't open this bag with gloved hands.
Y'all can't see my hollow.
Yep.
I was trying to show him the hollow, but it wouldn't focus.
Oh yeah.
It's just too
It's
pretty.
hard to focus on. You have to have like macro settings on.
Macro.
Macro.
Micro.
And you don't need to be in the sunlight too, otherwise it just looks like gray specks.
Oh no. That's not true. If I go under the light. See, if I go under this light, it looks
You
like...
don't know, Savannah.
I do know.
I know.
No, I am a hollow
I
expert.
don't think so.
No, yes I am.
I've only watched like
Do you want me to
a
ask?
couple
No.
theological episodes.
No, do you need me to
Yeah, I
ask
think you're like-
Christine, the science queen? Because I will.
Yeah.
Sorry. But if I need to, I
I
will.
told you we watched.
Ew! You got it on my hand.
You'll be fine.
No, Mom, I'm going to die. Yeah, we watch.
I really need a better butcher knife. You know what I mean? Like,
We used to have a good one, but then I don't know what happened.
we
to it.
left it somewhere. Somewhere.
Over the rainbow.
We won't talk about it. Alright.
Hey! You got more on me! Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think she kind of enjoys this. Like it's a bit of like a calming kind of thing over here.
You know, like, whenever they used to say, like, when I was a kid, they would be like, when you're really angry, you should take your jeans and try to tear them up. And I was like,
What?
yeah, that's just going to, like, infuriate me. But, like, this works.
What are
It's
you?
like, go cut up some chicken if you're very mad.
Could you imagine just like your kid being in their room and then in the kitchen they just hear their mom chop, chop, chop.
You know, when they're mad, they're just,
And then
every
the kid-
time your mom gets mad, she goes in and she starts chopping stuff up. That was terrifying, child.
Child like called
She
it.
just didn't say anything. Every time she just went in there and started chopping up meat.
The dad would come in.
God, that's horrible.
Dad would come in, just be like, "Oh, she's chopping stuff."
Everybody would like give her the side eye and then leave.
It's like, what in the world? So everybody would be like, "She's chopping things again."
It's hysterical. That's hysterical.
She's chopping chicken again, everyone. Everybody stay away from the premises.
That's hysterical. They call her the butcher.
The butcher. She'd be.
Shoot, the butcher's out.
Oh no. Everybody, stay calm.
All right, this is perfect. This is last one will be perfect.
Look at that chicken.
Watch it.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay.
So when will people be picking up their pups?
Soon.
That's right, you guys.
A
We
lot of
won't.
people are having to come get them a couple days early just because of
Holiday.
the holidays. Everybody's leaving out of town.
That means we won't have a whole litter
But
of
you know
puppies.
what's cool though is that it's really good socialization for the pups to be around all those people during the holiday season. You know.
Mhm. Early
Good idea.
socialization.
Take them and meet all the people and the kids and all that stuff. You know what I mean? There's a lot
The
of
family.
opportunities, toys and things, sounds, lots of socialization opportunities.
Lots of correcting to do too, because you best
All right.
believe that your dog's gonna freak out the first time they hear a baby crying.
Are we ready?
Here, let me get this one actually.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything. No. I'm sneaking it.
I think you're too late.
Ooh, there's poop in here.
Whoa.
There's poop in here. Get it. And that one. All right.
I'd wake up a couple of them. Are you hungry?
Food, puppies.
Just look at this one.
Oh, we didn't get him out. Crap. Ah!
Oh no. There he goes.
Ah!
We'll feed him, but we can't feed him. Look how big he is. He can't eat with them. Why are you guys not eating? Come on. Up, Chinchilla. Chinchilla. Go eat your food. Come here, Chinchilla. You gotta be nice and big for whenever you get picked up. What, Chinchilla? Hey, you. Bear cub. I think you're bear cub. No, you're other dude. Hey, come on. Really? Come on. Mama. Look at him.
Not hungry?
Oh, I don't know, man. He's just not wanna. He's sleepy. Come on, man. Get up.
Try to get him up. Pick him up.
Let me get him by a scruff. Let's see if he'll go eat that. He seems really tired.
Come here. Come here.
No, don't go back in. Here, I'm gonna carry him over there,
Yeah.
and you can put him near that bowl over there. Move, Cashmere. Here, take him. Whoa, sorry about that. We'll see if he eats that.
Hey. Shh. We'll feed you in a second. Come here.
Look at him over there, look. See, they'll grab big chunks of food and then they'll just like hog
I
it.
gotta get that though. I gotta get that food in.
Yeah.
Seriously. It's since we've been sticking Napoleon in there, he's not potty trained like they are. So
He doesn't
he's
use.
actually been pooing in here, unfortunately.
He doesn't use the litter box
Yeah,
thingy.
some of them just miss, but he doesn't even try.
So you can see over there, that's by the box. That over there is not.
Hey. Shh. No. That's so loud. Hold on, let me get you a piece. Hold on, man.
No, Blondie, no. Do you want to cut up his chicken?
For him, all I have to do is just fracture it in there. I don't have to cut it up like that.
Look at that, they finished the whole pan. They're doing good. No. Chinchilla, he's getting big. He's getting thick.
I told you he's big, dude.
I'm gonna go back over here. Show some chicken chopping.
This is for him. I don't have to do as much. I just have to really like make sure that it's all separate pieces so that nothing in it is big enough to cause a problem.
Also, I would say feeding them this chicken really helps with their chewing like habits, you know? If that makes any sense. You can see him chewing up the chicken over there.
Yeah.
Gobbling it up. They take their time, which is good. They don't like gobble it down.
It took it's because it's a new food source. They didn't go. You can tell they didn't descend upon it like they do normally for any kind of dog food. But they warmed up to it, so that's cool.
Looks like it's gonna rain again.
Yeah, yeah.
It's been raining a lot.
Yeah, our house is a mud pit. Sad to say.
I will say, I wish we would have planted the seeds for the grass, even though it is winter time. You know, whoa, are they trying to get chicken from each other?
Yeah. So sometimes whenever one of them eats too much and they start to kind of hack it up, the other ones will come and try to snatch it out of their mouth.
Like this one right here.
Yeah. So it's important to keep an eye on them. You should never just feed raw and walk away, because there's a chance that one of them might be kind of choking on it a little bit, and because they'll take too big of a bite, and then they won't be able to get it out because the other, well, they will, but they won't because all the other puppies. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep them on.
Well, this is getting close to like a 20-minute video or so, but
yeah, sorry, we should probably end it. That's about it. I just want to show you guys their first raw feeding. It's gonna take forever to upload.
Yeah.
So, but there we go. They're eating it up. That's how you do it. That's the first one. So at least they'll have.
oh, she doesn't have her cone on.
I know. Yeah, she keeps her cone keeps coming off.
She's got a small head.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Not quite big enough yet. I'm trying to get chicken from him. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Alright.
And we decided that there was a puppy buyer that backed out of this litter. They didn't like back out completely, but they said that it wasn't good timing and that they wanted to get moved to another litter. So it freed up a puppy. And I decided that I decided that that was a sign that we needed to just hold this puppy back, since we don't, really know. I mean, we have an idea, but we can't really guarantee that that's what actually happened. It's just one of those things, you know what I mean? Where like, if you have something that is not, that, like if you had something that you didn't know if it was 100% or not, like you wouldn't let it go, right? And like, the way I see it is that if I don't know that a puppy is going to be 100%, then I don't want them to be rehomed out of my home, because if something's going to go bad, I want it to happen to me. I don't want it to happen to somebody else, I've seen what happens when a breeder sells a pup that isn't 100%, and then they end up having to take that pup back, and the damage and the pain that the owners have to go through and the family has to go through. And I just don't want to subject anyone to that. And he may very well be fine. There may very well be nothing wrong with him, and I may be overly cautious. But I would rather be overly cautious than be under cautious and cause a bunch of heartache to someone. So that's just where I stand. You guys will get to see him. It's not like that. It's not like he's not going to be around. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see him. He'll grow up here with us. And he'll have all of his health stuff done, and if he checks out and everything's fine, he'll be looked at as a possible prospect. I do know that my next litter, I have the first pick male reserved, so we may just end up keeping him and training him. And then I've had some people that were interested in having like a fully trained dog, so we may do something like that too. So there's really no telling what we're gonna do. But at this point, we feel that the responsible thing to do is to just hold on to him and make sure everything's okay, get all of his health stuff done to make sure that he's, we can literally get a vet to put a stamp on it, and then, see how he turns out. And if in fact he is just healthy and it was just an episode of water toxicity, then we're good to go. And if in fact there is some underlying issue, then we will know and we will handle that. And we will be the ones to deal with the emotional, the emotional, blowback or possible blowback that could happen from that. My vet thinks that I'm being overly cautious. She thinks that I'm probably a bit overreacting, but I've always lived by the better safe than sorry. Always. It's never done me wrong. And I don't think it'll do me wrong this time. So that's where I'm going to be on it. So anyway, I've got a bunch of errands to run today. And I got to go into town and buy all the things we need, groceries and stuff for the dogs. And so once I come back, we'll do a video of the vaccinations and just show you guys how we do it. And and that'll be it. Hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you don't miss my intro, but the internet's so bad here that I have to use my phone, and I haven't learned how to do my intro on my phone. So unfortunately, we just have the watermark. And I appreciate everyone's patience. Having said that, if there's anyone that's like really good at video and stuff, especially someone local that could help me do a really nice intro for my channel, I'm wanting to kind of step up the bar in that regard. So please contact me. I'm, totally willing to see what we can do to make it, to kind of bring up the professionalism in that regard. So hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Sorry I haven't been able to post as much lately, but it's just been crazy with everything going on. So just the way it is sometimes, but I'll keep going, keep posting as the time goes on. And once these puppies are gone, I'll be off house arrest and I can start taking the dogs out to other places and do some good training and stuff like that for you guys. So anyway, I'll talk at you later, okay? Bye. Savannah.